Howdy everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. Okay, I'm just showing you a replay. I'm going to record live now on my Facebook group here, Quant HFT, High Frequency Trading with MATLAB, C++, Java, or Python C# and Excel. That's the name of the group. Yes, long, I know. So all of my live webinars may go through this group because I get the widest reach, but just remember I put like a 10-minute alert on this, so I didn't have an audience really at all. So what I'm going to re-record this through a desktop utility and play it. I just wanted to know that what this really is, it's a demo on using Seaborn Python package for charting instead of the original matplotlib. This package Seaborn is a wrapper that sits on top of matplotlib. There's some other really cool references in the links, as in here, as in this tutorial, and a few others that will be in this video. So I'll put them in the blog posting, and let me know what you think if this is something you like in the presentation style. All right, so we shall talk to you soon, and I am recording as we speak. Okay, talk to you later. In the last half hour on a few topics here. Let me just check on my Facebook feed here. Okay, so we do have lift odds confirmed. So I'm able to see anybody who is commenting or querying or sending me love and hate on Facebook. So, okay, so let me get into my Zoom and do a screen share. Stop live stream. No, we want to share screen. Gonna show you my desktop. All right, so hopefully you can see my desktop here. So a few, like within the last hour, I just thought I'd do a couple of searches on Seaborn charting for Python, and I came across some really good examples of that may be useful for trading. And basically what we have here are some examples I want to show you and some of the results, and I'm pretty impressed. So if you've been following me with my progress on the charting, which kind of sucks using matplotlib, I'm finding the Seaborn's quite good. It's pretty decent looking. So here's an example of a heat map. So one of the examples I can find very useful in trading is an annotated heat map. So obviously this would be examples where you could have different cross pairs of currencies and tracking somewhat in real time on the profit potential with these things. So that's all the number of lines it take. Now, I don't know if you can do this live, but it's just a simple example. And there's some other really good examples. I'll put this in a blog post after this presentation because we are live on Facebook. I'm just testing out yesterday. Excuse me, I tested out some tutorials and stuff on various YouTube, the YouTube channel or the Facebook group or page. So it looks like I get better reach with the Facebook live. So yay, we got a participant. Oh, we did. Okay, well, doesn't matter. Anyways, continuing along. So we have here some an example of annotated heat map. We've got the example of some raw data. Now, basically what Seaborn is a package that apparently is just a wrapper that sits on top of matplotlib, but it's apparently easier to work with. And not only that, but it's quite sophisticated on the presentation. As you can see here, much easier to put up labels and actual better date references because in MATLAB or matplotlib, it's not so easy. We have to convert the date references. So here, I wanted to find some examples of financial time series, and I found this really awesome tutorial at financeandpython.com. And what you can see here is how, actually, it's not this one. Where is it? Is it this one? This is from a book. I think it's O'Reilly. Let me just verify that. Oh, and it's on GitHub, but it looks like this is an author of one of the Python books here. So this is quite involved. But the beautiful thing about this tutorial found on GitHub is you have the references for dates and converting them from string to, I guess, date times 64, which is what's needed in the matplotlib formatting. So the formatting is quite good. So you can use this type of references in a string format. This is pretty sophisticated stuff. Now, I'm going to show you a couple examples. I have gone through this particular example, and it seems to work so far. I'll show you what I've come across. So here's the first chart of a time series. It's a little better with the date references. That's more readable for other users. Obviously, price. And then you can add in your manipulation on the data. And then I don't know what this is. But the interesting thing is this thing, time shift. So I've seen this a lot on Bloomberg. So you can show references. And once you get everything put into a data frame, it gets very, very, very powerful, where you can do some very cool things with some enhanced charting with this, I guess, time shipping of present day. And I plan to use a lot of that, actually. So again, we have some other data. I guess this is an ROI chart. Again, we have different references. And again, each of these charts are basically Seaborn. They're not matplotlib. It's a little more sophisticated. Obviously, we have a grid here, and pretty cool stuff. Now, here, looks like we can get a different type of more histogram kind of stuff, different price lines, comparisons. Very cool. So I'll put this link into my blog post. So there's that. Again, this is Seaborn in action, which is kind of built on top of Matplotlib. So there's some other examples as well. Here's another heat map example. But let me show you now the Python. So if you are new to Python, there's two versions of Python that you will be running. In my case, sometimes a lot of people ask me to come. There's that split between Python 2.7. I currently run that still in my terminal here with my environment. With Mac, it's very easy to work with. So that's a cool thing. But you can coexist now with version 3 of Python. And the nice thing is, here I'm using a very, very recent version. I think it's the more major release, 3.61. Now, the beautiful thing I like about Python is a package manager. So if you want to load in your package manager, in my case, let's say Seaborn, you just go pip3 install Seaborn. So you got to make sure you install pip3. And that's all you need to do. Now, you do need to understand about brew install. So if you want to do brew install pip3, and again, this is on Mac, that's all you need to do with installing packages like pip and Python and so on and so forth. So let me break that. Okay, so let me go into the Python 3 interpreter. Now, I just want to show you, I use Sublime as my editor. I've got here two time series. So there's this one, which is a heat map, which I have shown you in this example. Now here, this is from pydata.org, Seaborn. I guess it's a package they sponsor or maintain. So here's the exact source code. Again, I'll put this code and the link in my blog post, you'll always get the blog post reference at the bottom of all my emails or videos. So that's all coolio. Okay, so knowing that, we have the annotated heat map. Here's the example code. As I said, I've got the exact same code, but I had to add in plot show. So you can see here in the imports, we are importing matplotlib, and then on top of that, we want to build and use Seaborn on top of the matplotlib for better references. So here is a heat map that we can add, and then plot show. Now, it'd be very interesting if we have the ability to refresh this, because I've seen some very cool heat maps that do all the refreshing and stuff. It's pretty cool. So anyways, I'm going to show you the running of this. So again, here's the Python 3 that we've run. In my case, we got 3.61. So in my case, we have the Python script loaded up. And then what we can do is run this guy called heatmap.py. And all you got to do, Python 3, heatmap, py, and it runs. Well, once we get the plot running. There we go. So that's the pretty cool stuff. Now, it'd be really cool if this was able to refresh live every couple of minutes or every couple of seconds, whatever Python can handle. Now, that is pretty well what I want so far. I had one person, so I'm assuming all these, this was scheduled on like a 10-minute notice, so there's nobody here, but I just wanted to show you the capabilities of this thing. So I will terminate now, and anybody out there that was live, thanks for watching, and if you got questions, just hit me up on the comments on the YouTube, and we shall go from there. If anybody has a question or not, okay. If not, I am going to terminate. I'll talk to you later. Thanks again.